Okay, the last thing I can think of that I need to do before paint, which could be done after, but I'd prefer to do it before paint, are these door hinges. These pins are bushings and these pins are shot. The bottom one's really bad, the top one's not too bad. And then passenger side has, I think just the top hinge has some wear on it. So I'm going to repair these hinges. Now I chose to do it now for obvious reasons. I don't have a fender on it, I don't have a door. So I have all this access to get to it to fix it. I have done this with doors and fenders on. The one thing you have to keep in mind though is with the fender and the door on, you can unbolt the door and pull it off. And then you have access, but you're still limited on your access. But it's doable, I've done it. And then the other thing, at this point, rather than removing the hinges and repairing them on the bench, which I've done before, is this door, if you pre-align your doors, pre-hang them, and get them all set up before you paint, your hinges are already set. So if you pulled them back off to do the repairs and then put them back on, then you have to realign the door, which it's okay, but it's already aligned, so I don't want to mess with it. Just one less thing I have to worry about. So I'm going to do it this way. And so what I'm going to do, in the past I've just cut them in the middle and then struggled getting this top piece out. This top pin is knurled and pressed into this upper section of the hinge, which is a good thing, but it's kind of hard to run a punch that far and knock that out straight. So my plans are, and it may or may not work, is this bottom part of the pin actually has some ears pressed into it to keep it from falling out. So if I can get in here and cut that off and get that ears out of there, then I should be able to take a punch and hit it from right underneath. That pin will be stable, and I should just be able to pop it right out. I'm going to try the top one first before I do the bottom one, just in case it doesn't work. If that doesn't work, if I can't cut that off there, then I am going to cut it off right as low as I can. That way I should still be able to reach it with a punch and knock it out from that way. But I want to try the bottom first, or the bottom part of this pin first before I even attempt to do the bottom. I'll get it all figured out. I've done it a couple ways and I'm still experimenting on what's the easiest way to do it. It's all doable. With fenders and everything off, you got lots of room to work. So I need to do that. Now I got this kit. I've got these kits before, and I just usually get them from LMC. And I don't remember what it cost. They weren't a lot of money. But this kit is a 38-65-60. It comes with pins and bushings, which are really handy. So I'm gonna get these done, this side and the other side. And I think I'll be ready for applying paint stuff to this. So I did this, I cleaned that up because that's a hard spot to sand. And with that hinge off it, I was able to get right to it and scuff it up to take paint. All right, so I have these bushings that I want to slam in here. I'll probably sand this up a little bit too before I put it back together. But I want to get these bushings in here. This is where they go. And so this bushing creates basically a race for this to slide on, but it also creates a gap for the top part of the hinge or the outer and the inner part of the hinges. So I'll put that in there, take my little hammer, tap that into place. I have to drill it out. All right, so that'll be just fine. And then this can go on at this point, like such. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit too. I do with my Scotch. There you are. I'll scuff this up. Because with the door open, looking in the door jamb, you will see this. So I'll clean it up just a little bit. Make it look a little more presentable. And I want paint to stick, so scuffing it up will give me that too. Let's see. Like that. If you're gonna paint like I am, don't lube anything up before you put it together. It'd be really nice to throw some grease and junk on there now, but I don't want to take a chance of getting oils or grease on any of the prepped areas, so I'll have to do that later. Now, this is knurled on the top here. Sometimes that's a little struggle. It's a little bit of a struggle to get that knurl knocked down into that upper mount. That one easy. If it gets to where you feel like you really have to beat on that, get something to support this. I have this from doing previous ones that I could just wedge that up in there underneath, so that when I'm hammering down, I don't know if you can see it. Anyhow, it's just wedged up underneath there so that I'm not bending all of that. You don't want to bend that if you can help it. It throws everything out of whack. So anyhow, that pin there is rebuilt. So now I can do this one. This one will be even easier than this one. I was limited because of these wheels here on space for that grinder. There's nothing else in the way here. So I'll do the same thing. Now this is all about prepping for paint. Obviously you wouldn't have to do this if you were just changing pins on a decent rig. But this one here, I'm gonna paint it. So I wanna get these all scuffed up while I'm here. I mentioned before, this is spots that are hard to get to. So taking care of that while I can, where I can. Okay, all right. Throw some more pins in, bushings in. There. Oh, and I better clean this guy up. Okay. I want to tighten this up a little bit so I don't have up and down. So I'm just hitting this on the floor with a hammer. Trying to squeeze these just a tad bit. Just a little bit more, not getting crazy. Just trying to sneak up on it. where it's snug. There we go. I don't know if it's necessary, but I just don't like the idea of this rattling up and down. It's still moving. Oh, I think I got it that time. I just don't like the idea of it rattling up and down, because your door driving down the road can pop up and down. And I don't want that if I can help it. Okay. Hinge is replaced. No more rattles. That rattle is from the spring. So anyhow, I just got one more on the other side to do. Now I was just looking this over. This bottom hinge hardly has any movement. I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. This top one here, this bottom bushing's the one that's making all the racket. But we'll go ahead and get this one fixed. And I think this time, I'm just gonna cut it off right here. We'll experiment a little bit. Cutting it off down there was way easier than trying to cut it off down here. And I was able to get in here with my punch. Somehow, there we go. Could knock that out. Boom, boom, boom. And there you go. I just gotta get this out of here. Here we go. There. Now, I'm gonna use one of these old pins. A little bit like that other side. I think we'll do the same thing. Okay. And actually this hinge is more up and down. Good thing to tighten this one up. Okay. There, that'll work just fine. All right, this was a pretty easy job. Well worth the time to do. Having your doors not sag and droop, and when you open them, drop down and have to lift them to slam them. It's embarrassing and annoying. This repair will make things way better. You'll enjoy driving your rig. But here's the thing. If you were to replace these pins, adjust the door, and replace your strikers, it'd feel like a brand new rig, and it'd be a pleasant experience, opening and closing your doors. You just sit there all day long, opening and closing doors. I hope not. Anyhow, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this was like an hour repair. It was super easy, well worth doing. If you had your doors and fenders off, that's the time to do it. There'd be nothing in your way that way. I will put information, links, and whatever in my description. If you have any questions, just leave a comment or send me an email. I'll answer them. Well, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so very much, and we'll catch up with you guys later. Bye.